I don't need to go in there anymore. How about Kid Tannen? What do we know about him?
He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's not very bright, and he doesn't like anybody getting in his way.
Yep, that's a Tannen, all right. Some of us down at the patent office are wondering, what made you think of a rocket-powered drill?
Ah, that'd be Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. It was a revelation.
Yeah, that's kind of what we figured. We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
I got a book.
Oh? Where?
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Einie?
It's short for Einstein.
Einstein, of course, because he was a patent officer just like you.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And, oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
You could meet in the Speakeasy, the one that got bombed last Wednesday.
Now wouldn't that be poetic irony? But I'm not sure the building is structurally safe.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
The Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, you know, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please, tell your friend Emmett we accept. And the offer couldn't have come at a better moment. It's almost time for the meeting to begin.
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
I got a book. What about those barrels?
What about them?
What kind of soup is that?
It's not it's special soup.
What's special about it?
It's made for grown-ups, kid.
A soup for grown-ups?
That's right, kid. Be nosy. See where it gets you.
Hill Valley Police Station. Cripes, this place looks old, even for 1931. Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
Hey, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get over-eager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions...
Yeah?
You can let me know when they're running low on soup.
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh? Who?
The Farm for Unwanted Children.
No, they've already received their quota for the month.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
The Farm for Unwanted Children.
No, they've already received their quota for the month.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
The orphanage.
No, they've already got all the soup they can handle.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
The Stay Sober Society.
That's right! They'll soon be gathering at the Brown estate, and we haven't provided refreshments. I can't get over the generosity of your friend Emmett, volunteering his father's house for our meeting.
Huh? Wait there! Michael! What in the name of Thomas Alva Edison do you think you're doing?
Don't you get it? You need alcohol to run your drill, right? Those bootleggers at the soup kitchen won't let us get our hands on any of their hooch. But we can get Miss Strickland to pick it up for us and deliver it right to your door.
No, out of the question.
Why?
I can't just let strangers invade my parents' house. What do we know about these people?
They're sober. It says so right in the name.
Well, okay, but Pop needs his peace and quiet at the end of the day. This meeting is sure to be too noisy for him.
They'll be quiet. You'll be quiet, right?
Oh yes! I play my tambourine very softly.
You hear that?
Yes, but
What?
But it's still impossible.
Okay, forget the whole thing. We don't have to test your rocket-powered drill tonight.
We don't?
No, I'll take the train back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait! You will instruct the members of the society to wipe their feet before they come inside.
Then you are Emmett Brown. I thought as much. You have such a righteous face.
Oh, no.
Edna Strickland, I don't know how to thank you for your generosity.
Pleased to meet you.
The feeling is mutual.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You worry too much, Emmett. Well, we've served the subpoena and gotten a barrel of booze delivered to your house. Looks like we're off to your lab to build your rocket drill. You do have a lab, right?
What kind of future patent holder would I be without a lab? Come on.
Doc! I'm off to get the rocket drill.
Good.
Come on, let's go. Time waits for no man.
Are you sure this is gonna work, Emmett?
Don't let the ramshackle nature of my laboratory fool you. If all goes according to plan, we'll soon be in possession of the most powerful rocket fuel known to man.
That's great. How?
Well, it's very simple. This crankshaft induces a powerful direct hydrogen, which must be periodically while tending to the hydrogen, we'll also need to regularly sprinkle these shredded protein Oh, hot! Extremely hot! The temperature of the reaction must be kept at a steady temperature of 623 degrees Kelvin by carefully pumping these questions.
Emmett? Why is there a brace of drunkards gathering on our lawn?
Sweet fancy Moses, it's my father!
So?
So, he doesn't know I'm engaging in acts of scientific exploration in here. He thinks this is where I go to pour through my law books.
Oh.
You tend to the reaction. I'll try to get rid of him.
Tend to the what? Can't we just start over after he's gone?
It's too late. The reaction's already started. Don't worry. I'll try to help you out where I can.
But...
Emmett?
Coming, father! Father!
Don't you father me, child.
Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations?
Someday you are going to... You will have to learn. You learn.
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Don't you turn your back on me!
Pressuring me to be something I'm not.
If you knew what someday you are going to. You will have to learn.
What did you do?
Emmett, who are you talking to in there?
No one, Father. Law may be your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. No idea what kind of pressure I'm under. It's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet. Excellent. Now twist the valve there. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Emmett, get back here!
Oops.
You're going to find out.
Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father? By Galileo's rotations, do you ever listen to yourself? Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
You're going to find out when you get older.
I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top. Just pay attention to what I say.
Emmett, I'm not through with you yet.
You're
going to find out.
You have a release valve on your mouth somewhere?
I hope someday you have children and you will look.
This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel. Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy?
You're going to find out.
You call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building a good start. I know it's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet. Halfway there.
Emmett!
Keep up the good work. Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas.
Don't burn your bridges so cavalierly, my son. Someday.
Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father? Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations? This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer.
From bronze have been officers of the court since God's heavenly spark first gave rise to man, Emmett.
Know who invented fire? I thought you were a scientist.
Emmett!
Law? What use is a microorganism for law?
Pressure? You're a child. You don't know anything about pressure.
There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father.
Your ancestors are spinning in their graves right now.
Don't touch anything until I tell you to.
Emmett!
This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel. I get a turn to talk, or is this going to be another monologue?
Trying to spin this argument around to my failings.
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Emmett!
Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
You keep bellowing like that.
Stop being such a crank!
What are they feeding you in that school of yours? You look like a skeleton.
Really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this? You don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years. Why are you always bellowing at me?
Your mother and I are shocked at your behavior, young man.
Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes? What did you do?
Emmett!
No idea what kind of pressure I'm under. Father, why don't you ever listen to me? Should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria.
What will it take to light a fire under your unappreciative hindquarters?
Stop being such a crank.
Don't burn your bridges so cavalierly, my son.
Why must you always scatter condescension my way?
You keep bellowing like that.
Just pay attention to what I say.
Emmett!
Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas. Father, why don't you ever listen to me? How many times do I have to prove myself to you before I can shake your overbearing criticisms?
Your mother and I are shocked at your behavior, young man.
The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right. I thought you were a scientist.
Emmett!
Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere? Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
What will it take to light a fire under your unappreciative hindquarters?
Pressuring me to be something I'm not.
Trying to spin this argument around to my failings.
Do you call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building a good... Don't touch anything until I tell you to.
Emmett!
How many times do I have to prove myself to you before I can shake your overbearing criticisms?
What are they feeding you in that school of yours? You look like a skeleton.
I get a turn to talk, or is this going to be another monologue?
Your ancestors are spinning in their graves right now.
Why must you always scatter condescension my way?
Pressure? You're a child. You don't know anything about pressure.
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Emmett!
I strongly object to the current of this conversation, Father.
Umbrons have been officers of the court since God's heavenly spark first gave rise to man, Emmett.
What did you do?
Emmett!
Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it.
What are they feeding you in that school of yours? You look like a skeleton.
Just pay attention to what I say.
Emmett!
If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards. This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel.
Umbrons have been officers of the court since God's heavenly spark first gave rise to man, Emmett.
This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer.
Mother and I are shocked at your behavior, young man.
No idea what kind of pressure I'm under. You don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years. I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top. Almost there.
Emmett!
Coming, Father! Aw, what use is a microorganism for law? Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes? I know it's eating you, Father, but I wish it would go on a diet. Galileo's rotations. Do you ever listen to yourself? Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas. I thought you were a scientist.
Emmett!
Law may be your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. Name one great thing ever generated by a lawyer. Why are you always bellowing at me? Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? Don't touch anything until I tell you to.
Emmett!
Pressuring me to be something I'm not. Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop. I strongly object to the... Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Emmett!
Galileo's rotations. Do you ever listen to yourself? You know who invented fire, Pop? What did you do?
Emmett!
There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father. Just pay attention to what I say.
Emmett!
Should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria. Why won't you release me from... I thought you were a scientist.
Emmett!
Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere? If you don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me. You really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this? Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father? Don't touch anything until I tell you to.
Emmett!
If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards. You know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer. Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas. Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it. Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations? Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Emmett!
You really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this? The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right. If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards. There is a flame in... What did you do?
Emmett!
I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top. No idea what kind of pressure I'm under. If you don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me. Just pay attention to what I say.
Emmett!
Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? Pressuring me to be something I'm not. Or maybe your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. I thought you were a scientist.
Emmett!
Why are you always bellowing at me? Don't you have a release valve on your mouth? Don't touch anything until I tell you to.
Emmett!
You really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this? One great thing ever generated by a lawyer. They call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building a good start. I have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under. Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop. I get a turn to talk, or is this going to be another monologue? Can't you see this is eating me up inside? Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations? Or maybe your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards. I'm afraid we'll have to take this up later, Pop. My soup's about to boil over.
What? This isn't over, young man.
Whew.
Are you okay? You and your dad sounded...
It was an argument we should have had a long time ago. No! Oh.
What?
Eureka! Now all we gotta do is fuel up the old rocket power drill and you and I can
take it and go.
But don't you want to test it first?
No time. The last train for DC leaves in just a few minutes.
All right. You've got to get this baby to the U.S. Patent Office.
Exactly.
So tell me, Michael, when can I expect to hear back from the Patent Office?
Oh, in about, I'd say... I can't.
Huh?
Emmett, I'm not from the patent office.
I don't understand.
I lied to you, but I didn't want to. It was the only way I can get you to trust me. See, there's somebody who's in big trouble. Someone very important to me, to both of us. I can't tell you who, but I need to save him tonight, and I need your invention to do it. I'll get it back to you, I promise. And, Emmett, you're gonna be a great inventor.
Wait! Keep the throttle at about 8.
Okay, Doc, I got the drill. Now let's get you out of here. Come on, start.
Mr. Corleone! You're too late!
Too late? The Doc's not supposed to be... Doc!
They're moving him to another facility for safekeeping! Oh, I better go get a quote from the police chief.
Paddy wagon intercepted. Suspect slain. And they're still after him. How am I gonna rescue him now? At least the rocket part came out of this in one piece. All right, I'm coming, Doc. You're still in danger, Doc. I'm gonna get you out of here.
What's that?
I said you're still in danger.
Never mind, never mind. Get me out of here, and we'll talk later.
What's he doing here? Keys. The window's shut tight. Kid Tannen's driving the truck.
Kid Tannen? That explains a lot.
The keys are on the dashboard, but I can't reach them.
You need a protraction appurtenance.
What?
A reach extender.
I'll be back.
I'll wait right here.
The keys are on the dashboard, but I can't reach them.
You need a protraction appurtenance.
What?
A reach extender.
Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out.
Be careful, Marty.
I'll be back. keys are on the dashboard, but I can't reach them.
You need a protraction appurtenance.
What?
A reach extender.
I need a distraction.
Leave it to me. Hey, driver. You're driving too fast. That's how you take those curves. I object to your tone of voice, and I find this seat distinctly uncomfortable. Do you have a pillow I can sit on? Hey, I'm talking to you, driver. Don't ignore me.
You!
Phew. Thanks, Doc. I guess that's why they call you the Streak.
How did you know that?
I have my sources. Stand back, Doc.
Marty! Ah!
I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any
Lead,
good.
Sagan! Ow! Son of a bitch!
How you doing, Doc?
How do I get in there? Oh! This is a rescue!
That's the idea. Doc!
Look!
Doc! The throttle!
Why? Oh!
Doc! Are you okay?
I'm fine. But I wonder what sorts of bizarre repercussions my younger self's invention of a flying bicycle will have on the timeline.
Did you know that would happen?
I had a suspicion. I never could keep those rockets from exploding.
So, what do we do now?
Now we get back to 1986 before our interactions with the past inevitably cascade into a calamitous future. Where'd you leave Einstein?
Doc?
He's not in the pound, is he?
No, but I think we've got bigger problems right now.
Great Scott!
What's happening?
I don't know. We'll have to be careful not to run into ourselves.
Hey, fellas.
All right, McFly. Let's go see the boss.
History says Tanner will be arrested by a rookie cop by the name of Danny Parker.
I fear that nothing will save Hill Valley from descending into the fires of chaos and corruption.
Nothing is over until Kid Tannen says it's over!
What's happening?
I don't know. Unless... tomorrow's newspaper. Do you still have it?
Yeah. Local accountant beaten. Left for dead.
Local accountant Arthur McFly was severely beaten and left for dead on the steps of the Hill Valley Courthouse last night.
They're gonna kill my grandpa?
Tannen's goons, no doubt. Probably in retaliation for Arthur answering that subpoena you delivered.
What are we gonna do?
I'm not sure what we can do. According to this, your grandfather was dumped on the doorsteps of the courthouse 5 minutes ago.
My dad's picture is disappearing.
That's the time stream catching up with your grandfather's fatal wounds. Which means your father will never be born, and neither will you, unless... When did you last see your grandfather?
4 o'clock, in the town square.
Let's give him enough time to make his deposition.
Right.
We'll have to be careful not to run into ourselves.
That shouldn't be a problem in your case. I mean, you were in jail.
All right, let's get moving before the police find us.
Freeze! Step out of the car with your hands up.
What was that?
What was what?
Crap!
I heard something back there.
I think you're mistaken, officer.
Well, looks like I caught me a fugitive. Carl Sagan, the
That's right,
speakeasy
Doc.
arsonist.
Keep him off balance.
Alleged speakeasy arsonist, if you don't mind.
What the heck kind of buggy is that?
Stay back. It's a prototype, still untested, liable to blow up at any moment. Or suddenly take off without warning.
Is that so? There it is again.
I think the night air is playing tricks on you, officer.
What is it, some kind of foreign job? German or something?
Not at all. This is solid American workmanship.
Now I'm sure something's back there. Looks like something out of Buck Rogers.
A year from now, everybody will be driving these babies.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a
He'll be
promotion in
okay.
this.
He's
We're
Doc.
getting to be a valuable commodity in Hill Valley.
That's very gratifying to hear.
I hope you don't mind cooling off a few minutes
I can't
till
let him know I'm
reinforcements
here.
get here.
I don't mind, but the car may have other ideas.
I'd like to get a closer look at that getaway car.
What's that? Off in those bushes.
Huh? I didn't hear anything.
I thought it was my henchman returning, but you're probably right. It was nothing.
Henchman, you say? What was that?
What was what?
Crap!
I heard something back there.
I think you're mistaken, officer.
What was that?
I didn't hear anything. Hey! Stop!
Doc!
Go! Save your grandfather! I'll be fine until you get back.
You got it, Doc.
What was that?
There he is. All I gotta do is get to him before...
Mr. Corleone! I was wondering if I could do a little follow-up interview with you about the plight of poor Mr. Sagan. My sources indicate that Judge Brown will be setting him free tomorrow.
I wouldn't bet on that.
What's that?
Nothing. Listen, can we talk later? I've really got to get to the courthouse right now.
Really? Why?
My grandpa, he needs me as a character witness to get a fishing license.
Oh, well then. Carry on. And do put that vicious dog of yours on a leash, will you? We have laws about that sort of thing, you know.
Sure, no problem. Ah! Ah! Oh, come on, yesterday, Marty. Stop talking and get moving. Einstein? Einstein, what is it, boy? Go away, boy! Crap! Einstein! Is it a squirrel, Einie? You want to play? Okay, let's play. I am not bonking myself on the head with a stick. What are you up to, Einie? I don't think I can throw the stick that far. Go on, boy. Einstein. Bad dog. Oh, come on, Einie. Okay, let's try this again. Is it a squirrel, Einie? Go get it, boy. Where are you going, boy? You're killing me, Einie. I haven't got time for this, Einie. Go get her, Einie. You!
Oh! Get this mangy animal away from me!
Come on, Einstein. Get away from the nice lady.
My shoes!
Einstein, no.
No!
Way to go, Einie. Now to get into that courthouse and grab Artie before Tannen's guys. Ah! Ah!
Hey,
Oh, God. Hey!
according to my calculations, the rotary engine for a full-scale rocket drill requires 1.21 kilowatts of power. Can you check over my work to make sure? Are you all right?
Yeah. But I need to get to Arthur.
Why?
He might be headed for an accident.
Arthur McFly may not be the most coordinated fellow around, but I'm sure he can walk up a flight of stairs. Come on, shouldn't we be getting on with our work? We're on a strict deadline, right?
Sure. You start without me. Turn around and start walking, and I'll catch up to you in just a few minutes.
Huh?
Oh, hell. Oh, my God! What the hell is that?
What's what?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you.
No, I mean before, while I was walking towards you.
I wasn't talking to anyone. I was working on equations for my rocket drill.
No, I mean after. Never mind. Let's get going.
Follow me.
I thought I'd never leave. At least now I have a clear shot to the courthouse. You gotta come with me. Look, you're in a lot of danger.
What do you mean I'm in danger?
No time to explain, Gran. Artie, just promise me you'll stay at the police station until...
Artie McFly. Just the guy we're looking for.
Hey, fellas.
Run! Get him!
Artie? I better pick up their trail before I start fading out again. This would be a great place for the Pinheads to play. At least it would be if my Hill Valley had a gazebo or a park. They're not in there.
Looks clear.
All right, McFly. Let's go see the boss.
Artie, how's my favorite accountant doing?
Oh, I've been better.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, McFly. Trixie, take a powder, doll. We got business to discuss.
KO, you boys play nice now. Mwah! Nice to see you again, Artie.
You too, Miss Trotter.
Yeah, we're all happy as clams. Now scram. Are you guys stupid? What are you thinking, bringing this fish food to my doorstep? We just thought that was your first mistake. Thinking. Look at me. Do you ever catch me thinking? Huh? Don't answer that. Look, just drag him inside, find out what he told the DA, then get rid of him.
I think we can handle that.
Good. Now, if you don't mind, I've got an arsonist to snuff out. And will one of you slobs start hauling these crates in?
We're on it, kid.
So far, so good. Huh! I better get in there quick. Contents. One-winged goddess. Oops. Nice fit. Here goes nothing.
Get the crates, cue ball. Stir the soup, cue ball. Clean out the bloodstains, cue ball. Shit, I'm not a gangster, I'm a freaking butler. Now, which one of you guys goes in first?
Jeez, for a gal with no arms, you sure is heavy.
Whoops.
Ow! Do you mind? I'm trying to conduct a professional interrogation over here.
Where should I put this?
Just shove it behind the bar.
I'll just shove you behind the bar.
Come on, Artie. Jeez, how much chloroform did you put on that rag anyway?
Why?
Because I'm having a hard time bringing Sleeping Beauty here around.
Let me see. Hey, Artie! We got a few questions about you and the DA.
D-A, D-D?
You see what I'm working with here?
Seems to be catching.
Zane, wake up!
Oh, sorry, boss. This stupid cold's got me wiped out.
Well, try to stay awake long enough to finish that poster, will you? We got a club to open in a few days. And turn off that sign, would you? Wake up, sleepyhead.
No wonder Artie's so out of it.
Come on. Artie, wake up. You're sleeping.
Oh, hey, guys. I don't feel so...
Say, wake up, you lazy bum.
Must have been the cold.
Cold my eye. He's been dipping into the inventory.
The inventory.
One more on down. 2 to go. The only thing I want to break this bottle on is one of those goons' heads.
Wake up, sleepyhead.
What do I spy with my little eye? Word games?
Hey!
Hey!
What was that?
Must be some wiring problems with the emergency button. I hope the sisters are...
McDermott's Canadian whiskey. Ow!
Night.
What the?
I think we blew a fuse.
Well, go up to the soup kitchen and get a new one.
Why me?
You'd rather hang around and talk to this guy, huh?
Happy days are here again.
Yeah, I'll just get that fuse.
Come on, Artie, wake up. You're sleeping your life away.
Bam! Right in the kisser. Hey, you. Wait, do I know you?
Not for about 40 years.
Is anyone down there?
Everything's spinning.
Come on, Artie. Let's get out of here before these jerks get a chance to kill you.
Wait a minute. They were gonna kill me?
Great.
This isn't funny, guys. Is anyone down there?
Perfect timing. Hang on, Grandpa. We've got a pickup to make. Need a lift?
I thought you'd never ask. Ah, what's he doing here?
It's a long story.
Oh, son of a...
And then I carried Artie to the DeLorean and came back to get you.
Fascinating.
So we can go home now, right?
Not yet. We still have this loose end to tie up.
No, don't tie me up again.
He's coming around.
So please be careful. You won't be safe in Hill Valley as long as Kit Tannen remains at large.
Don't Don't worry, I'm going far away from Hill Valley, and I'm never coming back.
No! He's gotta hook up with Grandma.
What's her name?
It's Sylvia.
You know a woman named Sylvia?
No.
Well, she knows you. We'll know you. It's vitally important that you two meet.
Oh, I get it. You want me to be part of some undercover sting operation.
No, possibly.
Yeah. Are you G-Man?
Uh-huh.
Something like that.
Sure, anything for Uncle Sam. I'll stay nearby and wait for this Sylvia. But in the meantime, I'll lay low.
Good man.
When can I expect to see you again?
That was a close call.
You think he'll be okay?
You're not fading out, are you? Besides, Arthur will be completely out of danger come August 25th.
August 25th?
That's the date Kid Tannen is finally put behind bars. How's that picture of your dad?
Still there.
Good. Let's get out of here before we accidentally elect Hoover to a second term.
Well, everything looks okay.
Are you sure?
See, McFly residence. So, want to come in? Maybe hang out a while? I want my dad to see for himself that you're still around.
I'd love to, Marty, but...
You've got to go. I understand, Doc. You've got a life to lead, kids to raise and all that.
No, I've got to go to the bank and stop that estate sale you told me about.
Oh.
You go find your pop. I'll be back within the hour.
See you soon, Doc. All right. Dad must have used that to haul away all those books from Doc's estate sale. When did we get a bug zapper? Hey, anyone home? There's something wrong with my key.
Please, not now. Tomorrow. Give me another day.
What's going on, Dad? Did you change the locks or something?
Marty? No, that's impossible. Marty was run out of town.
I've got a bad feeling about this. You just saw me last night, Dad. Don't you remember? Doc's estate sale, the DeLorean.
This is a trick. Go away.
Leave us alone! Haven't we suffered enough?
Mom. Get Dave and Linda.
They left town years ago, which you would know if you really were Marty.
How can I convince you?
Tell me something only Marty would know.
When I was 8 years old, I set fire to the living room rug.
That's right.
Oh my lord, what are you waiting for, George? Let him in!
Stupid locks. Marty!
Oh my God, Dad! What happened to you?
What do you think happened, butthead?
Biff!
I thought we told you to stay out of town, shrimp.
Biff, whatever's going on, I'm sure we can handle it. Reasonably. Who were they?
Yeah, like you don't know Cliff and Riff.
What do you think we should do with him, baby bro? What we should have done years ago, big bro.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this, McFly.
Wait, I'm trying to process here. Biff, what happened to you? When I left here, you were kind of afraid of my dad.
Afraid?
No Tannen ain't never been afraid of no McFly.
I got a question. Why are you guys so pissed at me?
You don't remember? You've really lost it, McFly.
Think back! The thing with the manure truck?
Which one?
Ooh. Hey!
And another thing. What are you guys doing here anyway?
It's that time of the month. Time for Georgie to pay up.
Well, we usually take the payment in cash. But this month, we can take it out of your hide.
Biff! You better leave before my dad calls the cops.
The cops? We own the cops!
The Tannen Gang's the 5th most dangerous crime family in California. We got connections all over the place.
No way.
You don't believe me?
Biff, no!
Bang! Check it out.
To your family from mine, in gratitude for your continued service, J.J. Valenti.
That's Don Valenti, godfather of the Sacramento mob.
The 3rd most dangerous crime family in California.
Okay, but... what the hell did you do to my dad?
Your dad's been in that wheelchair since before you were born, butthead.
And you better hope he has a spare, because you're gonna need one in like 3 seconds.
And another thing. When did I get run out of town?
2 years ago. Don't you remember? We made a deal that we'd go easier on your old man if you left.
But now you're back, so the kid gloves can come off.
Tell me. Why can't you pick on somebody else?
We do. We pick on lots of guys.
It's kind of our thing.
Here's what I still don't understand. What about my mom? I mean, how did she end up with my dad?
Beats us. Guess she has a thing for losers. She could have had any one of us, but she went for old Gimpy McFly.
One more question. Where do these other Tannens come from?
From a mommy Tannen and a daddy Tannen.
It's called the birds and the bugs, butthead.
Piece of cake.
I never should have let that floozy talk me out of rubbing out your grandfather.
Huh? Kid?
No one in Hill Valley messes with the Tannen family.
Doc!
Marty, get in! This timeline's been compromised.
No kidding!
Somehow, something we did in 1931 allowed Kid Tannen to escape his date with justice. As a consequence, the Tannens have been unchecked in Hill Valley for over 50 years.
Ah, jeez, they robbed the arcade?
We've got to go back to the day Kid Tannen was supposed to be arrested. Figure out what went wrong and fix it. Otherwise, you could be forever stuck in a town owned by the Tannens.
Not an option, Doc. Punch it. Okay, Doc. Let's run through this again.
Sometime tonight, Kid Tannen is supposed to be betrayed by his mole, the singer named Trixie Trotter.
That hot babe I saw coming out of the speakeasy.
Exactly. When she does, history says Tannen will be arrested by a rookie cop by the name of Danny Parker.
Parker. Hey, do you think he's related to Jennifer Parker, my girlfriend?
Could be.
Heavy.
In any event, somehow we've changed history so that neither of these events happens, condemning your family to generations of abuse at the hands of the Tannen crime family. You need to go back into Tannen's speakeasy, find out what's gone wrong, and get Kid Tannen arrested.
No problem, Doc. Let me just put on my hat and I'm good to go. Is the mustache really necessary?
It's essential. You can't let Kid know that you're the same troublemaker that foiled his attempt to kill me.
Are you sure you can't come in with me?
It's far too dangerous. You may be easy to disguise with your nondescript features, but ever since my daring escape from the police and the mob, my distinctive face has been plastered over every paper from here to Reno.
Nondescript?
I'll find a safe place to hunker down. That flop house ought to fit the bill. You can find me there if you need me.
Pardon me, sir. From the way you're dressed and your general aura of seediness, I can infer only one thing. You're heading for Tannen's speakeasy. Am I right?
Yeah. Can't you tell me the way?
Down. Straight down. The last stop before the inferno. Unfortunately, I don't have the power to stop you, but I beg you to tarry here a few more seconds and listen to my song. Me, 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 me. You say you've lost your self-respect, but you should care. What in heaven's name?
Oh, sorry, Miss Strickland. Just a little experimental prototype gone momentarily awry.
Mr. Brown, why is there a dog in that vehicle?
Why? Well, to advance the human condition, of course. Hello, Mike.
Mike? Mr. Corleone, what are you doing in that getup?
I'm going undercover.
How exciting! You'll have to give me an exclusive sometime. Right now, I've got some souls to save.
And you'll have to get an eyeful of my newest experiment.
You're not angry about the rocket drill?
Oh, water over the bridge. I've moved on to bigger and better things. Come by the gazebo when you get a chance. I'll be setting up. You won't believe what Einie and I have been up to.
Famous last words. All right. Now where's that speakeasy? What's all this?
These are my pamphlets, laying out in scientific detail the horrors visited upon those who succumb to the temptations of alcohol.
Lost Fortnight.
I am particularly fond of that one. It tells the true-life tale of Johnny, who woke up in a pile of his own sick, completely unable to remember the previous 2 weeks of his life.
Heavy.
Actually, the pamphlets are quite light. See?
Hey, Edna.
Mr. Corleone, what can I do for you?
What was that song you were singing earlier?
Do you like it? I wrote it myself. It really gets the toes tapping at the Stay Sober Society meetings. Although I suppose that could be the Shakes. Would you like to hear it again?
Sure.
I knew if I waited long enough, somebody would request it. You say you've lost your self-respect, but you should care. It's not too late to redirect and start to care. Don't despise the good and pure. Time to rise up from the sewer. Wash off all that foul manure. Show the world you care. You should care. You should care what people think of you. Of goals that you could name, reclaiming your good name is what you would
should care. If your reputation is in disrepair, it's not going to hurt you to reclaim your virtue, for you should care.
Catchy.
You really think so?
Yeah, it's, got a good hook to it.
One needs a good hook if one is fishing for souls.
Hey, I got a hot lead for you.
Oh? What is it?
I can't tell her that. It could get him in trouble. What's going on with you and Emmett? The last time I saw you, you seemed to be kinda interested in him.
That was before I belatedly realized that his agreement to host my Stay Sober Society was a clever ruse to ferry barrels of hooch to his so-called laboratory.
Sorry about that.
Now his very presence fills me with an irrepressible urge to pick at his philosophical and intellectual foundations with every tool in my vocabulary.
So you're not dating?
Dating? The mere thought of romantic involvement with that undisciplined techno-anarchist is preposterous.
Good. How's that song going over?
If only I could convince a few of these night owls to stop and listen. Would you like to hear it?
Maybe later.
I'll be here all night.
Do you know anything about Officer Danny Parker?
Parker? Just another soul lost to the twin vices of booze and despair. I've asked him to tell me his story for my column. Sort of a cautionary tale, but he's never in the mood to talk to me.
What are you doing out here in the middle of the night?
Saving people from alcohol, vice, and disorder. And also keeping a lookout for hot stories. You'd be surprised how much news breaks on this corner.
What's Kid Tannen been up to for the last 2 months?
Didn't you hear? It was in all the papers.
I've been, traveling.
Well, the feds were all set to arrest Tannen on tax evasion charges. Seems they'd gotten Tannen's books from his accountant.
I heard something about that, yeah.
Well, the accountant disappeared, unsurprisingly. But the feds still thought they had a case. After all, they still had the books, right?
Right.
Wrong. The day before the trial, the books up and vanished right out of the court's evidence locker.
No.
Lots of fingers were pointed, but honestly, the whole town's so corrupt that it could have been anyone. Court clerks, cops, janitors.
Broken any stories tonight?
Only the usual. Mayor Thomas trying to slink out of the speakeasy. Frankie Needles crashing his car into a fire hydrant. Nothing that'll get me the front page.
See ya.
Keep fighting the good fight.
Mike, you're just in time.
How have you been, Emmett? I know I haven't seen you in a couple of months.
I'm great, and I owe it all to you.
Really?
Yes. That argument I had with my father during our jet drill experiment gave me the incentive to finally quit that dreary court job. I've committed myself full-time to a life of science.
So, thanks for watching Einstein while I've been, away.
It's been a pleasure. He's proven to be a surprisingly willing test subject. It's almost as if he's been working with me for years.
More like decades. What's the story with the little car and all this equipment?
Einstein and I are conducting a few experiments with this 1/4 scale model to work out a few hitches in my planned demonstration at the Hill Valley Expo in a couple of months.
A radio-controlled car?
No. Well, yes, but there'll be so much more than that. It will amaze the world. Aha! Got it!
Got what?
I'll show you. Ready to go, Einstein? Watch this! When this baby hits 23 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious cow flop.
Einstein!
No!
Get him out of there!
Not to worry. I've got a fail-safe eject mechanism around here someplace. See? Nothing to worry about.
Nothing. I'll go see if I can find something to help. Or someone. Hey, Doc. How's the room?
It's a little cleaner than I would have imagined for a Depression-era flop house. How are your investigations going?
Where'd you park the DeLorean?
I hid it in the DeSoto lot. Nobody's buying cars these days, so it should be safe in there.
Hey, who did burn down Tannen's original speakeasy anyway?
I still don't know. I'd really like to find out before we go home.
I never did get a straight answer about why you came back to 1931 in the first place.
It's, personal. When this is over, I'll tell you all about it.
I'm gonna hold you to that, you know. Why are Tannins always such jerks, anyway?
It's hard to say. Rogue Neanderthal genes in their DNA, perhaps.
Why didn't you tell me I'd run into your younger self tonight?
Because I don't remember being out here tonight. Clearly, your interactions with my younger self 2 months ago have slightly altered my personal timeline. I never have the nerve to perform public experiments like he's doing. No matter. Those experiments will be forgotten once I've seen Frankenstein.
Frankenstein?
Yes. Right now, my younger self is fiddling around down there with rocket propulsion systems for his demonstration at the expo.
The thing that'll kick off your scientific career.
Exactly. Now, the rockets are a horrible idea, and I'll soon realize that they'll never work. But eventually, I'll wander into that movie theater and see Frankenstein and clear my mind. I've kept the ticket stub from that movie in my wallet ever since. See?
Why?
Because it's during this movie that I'll have the inspiration for my breakthrough at the expo.
It doesn't have anything to do with reanimating the dead, does it?
Not the way you're thinking, no. But during that famous scene when Colin Clive turned the wheel that raised that shrouded figure into the tower, and that bolt of lightning struck, well, let's just say more than one brain was reanimated that night.
Can you explain all this? I'm confused.
It's very simple. In the original timeline, Timeline A, the speakeasy arsonist was never caught, creating one of Hill Valley's enduring historical mysteries.
Okay.
When I traveled back to 1931, I created Timeline B, in which I was misidentified as the arsonist and subsequently killed by Kit Tannen's goons. Einstein came with me, and somehow he ended up in the DeLorean when its fail-safe mechanism triggered, sending it back to 1986.
Which is where I came in.
Precisely. You traveled back to June 14th, 1931, creating Timeline C, a world in which Carl Sagan wasn't rubbed out by Kit Tannen. But Arthur McFly was served with a subpoena.
And shot by Kid Tannen's goons.
Yes. So you jumped back in time 6 hours, creating Timeline D, saving your grandfather's life, but somehow preventing Kid Tannen from meeting his date with justice.
Which is why the Tannens were so powerful when we jumped back to 86.
Uh-huh. So now we've returned to August of 1931, creating Timeline E, in which, fingers crossed, we'll send Tannen to prison where he belongs. Got it?
Sure.
Good.
One question.
What?
Can you explain all this? I'm confused. Emmett's not having much luck getting Einstein off the courthouse.
I'm not surprised. Einstein's a smart dog, but heights give him the willies.
What can we do?
I've got it.
What?
Just get my younger self distracted, and I'll handle the rest.
Just keep your head low, Doc. I'll be back soon.
I'll keep an eye out for your grandfather.
Edna!
What?
Broken any stories tonight?
Only the usual. Mayor Thomas trying to slink out of the speakeasy. Frankie Needles crashing his car into a fire hydrant. Nothing that'll get me the front page.
Hey, I got a hot lead for you.
Oh? What is it?
Young scientist strands dog on courthouse roof.
What?
Look over there.
Oh, for goodness sake. Mr. Brown!
Please, Miss Strickland, not now. Can't you see I've got a rather delicate situation on my hands at the moment? My trial run...
Trial run? Public hazard, I call it. And I'm sure my editor will agree. This scientific enterprise of yours represents a clear and present danger to public safety.
You know what represents a clear and present danger to public safety? Your singing voice.
There's no need to get personal, Mr. Brown.
Believe me, I have no intention of getting personal with you.
I'm relieved to hear it. Flying cars, of all the ridiculous juvenile
You mock
notions.
me, but just imagine. A world in which traffic jams and car crashes are a thing of the past.
I might be more inclined to listen to you if your maiden voyage hadn't ended in a crash on one roof and a stranded dog on another.
I'm working on getting him down. Einie, how'd you get down? Clever dog.
Well, fortune favors you tonight, but I warn you to be more careful in the future.
Now, how to get that rocket car back down?
Edna!
What?
How's that song going over?
Oh, if only I could convince a few of these night owls to stop and listen. Would you like to hear it?
Maybe later.
I'll be here all night.
See ya.
Keep fighting the good fight.
Who sent you?
Ulysses S. Grant.
What did you bring me?
Meat and potatoes.
What's the word?
Words are for wimps.
Who told you to come here?
The old gray mare?
Take a hike, Squirt. Who told you to come here?
Am I?
Who gave you the right to knock on my door?
Hieronymus Bosch?
Who said you were worthy?
Joe Piscopo?
Who is the king of Siam?
Doris Day?
Who is the king of Siam?
Boss Hogg?
Who said you were worthy?
Hieronymus Bosch?
Who is the king of Siam?
Hieronymus Bosch?
Who gave you the right to knock on my door?
Bruce Springsteen?
Who gave you the right to knock on my door?
Am I?
Who is the king of Siam?
The old gray mare? I wonder if this is some kind of password cheat sheet. I'd better hold on to it.
Who gave you the right to knock on my door?
The old gray mare?
Who gave you the right to knock on my door?
Joe Piscopo?
Who died and made you boss?
Could you repeat that?
Who died and made you boss?
Boss Hogg?
What will you do if I let you inside?
Sidle up to your boss?
Where you born?
Borneo.
Welcome to El Kid, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to once again present the hottest little number this side of the Rockies. And when I say my pleasure, I think you'll know what I'm talking about, am I right? So let's have a big L Kid welcome for the one, the only, Trixie Trotter.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care.
Out of my way, kid. I got some sorrows to drown.
I am my own superintendent. My star is on the ascendant. That's why I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what people think of me.
Hey, nice suit. Where'd you get it?
Costume shop at the mall. I had it custom made.
Yeah? Quality material. Who are you? Where you from?
The name's, Michael Corleone.
If I'm never successful, it won't be distressful, 'cause I don't care.
I'm just your average 1931 kid. You know, hanging out in speakeasies and, soaking in the scene.
Average kids don't dress that way. Come on, what's the dope? Spill it, or I'll...
Go easy, kid. From the cut of the suit, I'm thinking he might be with the Valenti gang.
Is that so?
Yes?
Prove it. You ain't leaving till you show me some bona fides.
Something tells me I better not pull a gun-like object out in here until it's absolutely necessary. I've got a little something here that might convince you.
Don't even blink.
It's not a real gun, it's not a real gun, I swear. It's a gift from Don Valenti, see?
To your family from mine, in gratitude for your continued service, J.J. Valenti. Looks like little Mikey Corleone here really is with the Sacramento boys. You got stones, Pee-wee. I like that. Have yourself a drink, on the house. Matches, put down your gun, you look like a moron.
I'm not pulling that thing out in here again unless it's a life or death situation. El Kid. I still don't get it.
It's like that El Cid place down in L.A., only it's El Kid.
Ah, okay, I see. I don't care. It's the lyrics to her song. I don't know about world famous, but she's not a bad entertainer. Excuse me, are you Trixie Trotter?
That's what it says on my dressing room door. At least, it would if I had a dressing room.
I don't care. What are those? Are they lyrics for one of your songs?
I haven't memorized them yet.
What's a nice gal like you doing with a guy like Tannen?
Kid ain't so bad. He just takes some—
Hey, Toots, any chance you could sing that can number? The guys really love the way it shows off your, assets.
Whatever you say, kid.
And quit lazing around. I ain't paying you to yak with the drunks.
You ain't paying me at all, you bum. What were we talking about again?
You were telling me what a great guy Kid is.
Yeah, I guess he is a pretty crummy boyfriend. But until my insurance policy checks out, I guess I'm stuck with him.
Insurance?
Yeah. Look, I may not be the brightest bulb in the marquee, but even I know you don't break up with a creep like Kid without something to keep him from going all crazy on you.
What's this insurance policy all about?
Are you kidding? There's only one person I trust with my secrets. But I ain't seen him in weeks.
You don't mean...
Artie McFly.
Artie McFly.
You know him?
Not as well as I thought.
Before he took a powder, Artie was tutoring me in all sorts of stuff. Etiquette, philosophy, accounting. He's a regular Renaissance man. He even had one of those smart guy professor's pipes, see?
Can I borrow this?
Sure. I've been secretly working on my Get Out of Kid card for weeks now. But Artie's the only one I trust to check my work. You can't be too careful when you're dealing with a maniac like Kid, you know.
Hey, you can trust me. Come on, what's the dirt you got on Kid?
Nix on that. I ain't spilling nothing until I talk with Arthur F-L-Y.
Hey, if I arrange a meeting with Artie, could you use that insurance of yours?
Use it? Heck, if what I'm sitting on pans out, I could send that bozo all the way to the big house.
I'll see what I can do. I really like your voice.
Thanks. You should hear me when I ain't so under the weather.
You're sick?
Oh yeah, sore throat. That's why I'm giving Cue Ball so many extended solos tonight.
I kinda wondered about that.
Thanks.
She's supposed to turn on Kid Tannen tonight? Okay, Doc, if you say so.
I know you. You're... Parker. Us for Danny Parker. Hill Valley PD. Have we met? You look familiar.
Nah.
Well, stranger, sit down and have a drink on me.
I hear you've been having troubles.
Troubles? Buddy, nobody knows the troubles I've seen.
Want to talk about them?
Do I? Do I? Yeah, I do. Listen, it all started when this car...
Every morning, every evening, hate we got fun. Not much money, oh, but honey, hate we got fun.
Whoopee!
Yeah, now about those troubles.
I don't want to wallow in misery. I came here to get happy. Hallelujah!
In the winter, in the summer,
I'll be here.
I'm supposed to get this guy to arrest Kid Tannen tonight?
still we have fun. There's nothing surer. The rich get rich and the poor get children. In the meantime, in between time, ain't we got fun? What is this feeling that has me in its grip? What has me on the edge and curling my lip? Worse in the blues or the front page news, it's rage. I'm overflowing. I've asked my doctor and psychiatrist too. They tell me that there's not a thing I can do. There's no consoling.
Danny,
there's no controlling this rage.
So about those troubles.
Go away. I'm drinking.
Daytime, nighttime,
Should you be drinking so much on duty?
Probably not, but this joint ain't open when I'm off duty.
summertime, wintertime, spring or fall. It's
Shouldn't you be arresting Tannen?
For what?
Well, for running a speakeasy, for one thing.
Well, I like this speakeasy. So there. Besides, if I arrested him, I'd have to arrest you and me and everyone else in here. And that's just way too much work for one little cop like me.
So about those troubles.
Go away. I'm drinking.
Come to me, my melancholy baby. Cuddle up and don't be blue. All your fears are foolish fancy, maybe. You know, dear,
Danny,
that I'm
you.
in love with you.
So about those troubles.
It all started on June 14th. I was chasing down one of Tannen's boys when this car, straight out of Buck Rogers, popped up out of nowhere and ran my car off the road.
No.
Then later, I lost track of a witness. The poor schlub hasn't been heard from since.
That wasn't your fault.
And then, to top it off, I somehow managed to lose custody of an 80-year-old arsonist. When not one, but two of those godforsaken space cars showed up and whisked him away.
That's unbelievable.
That's what the chief said. Demoted me on the spot. My family sent me to a psychiatrist because they thought I was seeing things. And worst of all, my gal Betty left me because she thinks I'm a bad provider and a head case.
Betty, as in Jennifer's grandma Betty?
What?
Listen, Danny, it's really important that you get back together with Betty.
Oh, that ship sailed. What the heck with her? I got a little secret that'll set me up with women twice as classy as Betty will ever be. I'll be here.
El Kid, I still don't get it.
It's like that El Cid place down in L.A., only it's El Kid.
Ah, okay, I see. Hey, Hey, kid.
What is it, Squirt?
That's a nice place you got here.
Ain't it? I picked out all the statuary myself when I was traveling through Greece.
I can tell. It's got that tannin touch.
Thanks.
It's good to see you doing so well. The boys down in Sacramento were starting to get worried.
With all due respect, the boys down in Sacramento can bite me. When that creepy Sagan guy burned down my speakeasy, did the Sacramento boys lift a finger to help me back on my feet? No.
Well...
And when that weasel accountant McFly went and blabbed to the feds, did the Sacramento boys help me get rid of the evidence? No. But I had to put 3 more cops on my payroll to pull that one off.
Okay, but
nothing. When you get back to Sacramento, you let J.J. Valenti know that Kid Tannen expects a little more respect for his efforts in the future. Understand?
No problem, kid. How long have you and Trixie been going out?
You mean knocking boots? Oh, about a year now.
That's a long time.
Tell me about it. I keep meaning to dump her for a newer model, but then she starts singing at me, and I remember why we got together in the first place.
Love?
Free nightclub entertainment. Yeah, whatever.
What is this feeling that has me in its grip? What has me on the edge and curling my lip? Worse in the blues or the front page news, it's rain.
Danny.
You!
You've got a secret? What is it?
I'm not telling you nothing!
They tell me that there's not a thing I can do. There's no consoling and there's no controlling this rage. I'm overflowing with rage. Daytime, nighttime, anytime at all, I'm hotter than a radiator gauge. Summertime, wintertime, spring or fall. Whisper in my ear, so no one can hear. Secrets are for sharing love, they're not meant for blaring love. Whisper in my ear, so no one can hear.
Danny.
You!
So about that secret.
Oh yeah, my secret. Well, you're my pal, so I can tell you, but don't let it get out. I've been working for Tannen for over a month now.
What?
It's true. All I gotta do is look the other way while evidence is getting destroyed or a truck full of gin is coming across the county line, and Tannen makes sure an extra bunch of bills makes their way into my pay envelope. Great deal, huh?
No, not a great deal.
What's the problem? People need to drink, right? As long as no one's getting hurt, why shouldn't Daniel J. Parker make a few bucks on the action?
But people are getting hurt. Kid's a killer.
Ah, that's just rumors and circumnavigational evidence. Although, that wall of fame is pretty spooky. Oh, God. I've made a horrible mistake. I thought if I could get my hands on some money, that Betty'd take me back. But when she finds out what I'd done, she'll never even talk to me again. What have I done?
Come on, Danny, pull yourself together. It's not so bad.
Not so bad? I'm a corrupt cop who's lost his only chance at true love. How's that not so bad? Oh.
What is this feeling that has me in its grip? What has me on the edge and curling my lip? Worse in the blues or the front page news, it's rage.
Danny, trust me, things will get better. Just keep listening to the music.
Why? None of the words help anymore.
I don't think there's anything in...
Oh, God.
Daytime, nighttime, anytime at all, I'm hotter than a radiator gauge. Summertime, wintertime, spring or fall, it's rage. That's got me steaming. Volcanoes blow the tops and tidal waves crest. But they... Every morning, every evening, hate we got fun. Not much money, oh but honey, hate we got fun. The rent's unpaid, dear, we haven't a buzz. But smiles were made, dear, for people like us. In the winter, in the summer,
Danny, you. Trust me, things will get better. Just keep listening to the music.
Why? None of the words help anymore.
I don't think there's anything in the speakeasy that can turn this guy around right now.
Oh.
Hey, Artie! He's back. Edna!
What?
How's that song going over?
Oh, if only I could convince a few of these night owls to stop and listen. Would you like to hear it?
Maybe later.
I'll be here all night.
Do you think I could have a copy of your You Should Care lyrics? I've, got a club of my own that could really use some inspiring.
Sure. Let me just get a page out of the hymnal. There you are.
Hey, thanks. See ya.
Keep fighting the good fight.
Hey, boy, take a whiff of this. Gotta love that nose.
I've been laying low, officer, but I've got to go to the pictures once in a while.
Hello, Arthur.
Officer?
I'll take it from here.
But...
We can talk at the Majestic, away from prying eyes.
Yeah, Einstein, you done good. I don't think it would go there. I don't think it would go there. Hey, Doc, I could... Should we be worried about your younger self and Enda Strickland?
That is a peculiar wrinkle in the space-time continuum, but I'm sure nothing will come of it. I can't possibly imagine myself becoming attached to a woman like that.
Is Artie still here?
He's in the bathroom.
Hey, Artie, open up. You've got a gangster to bring down.
Is it time for me to meet this Sylvia?
No, it's time for you to meet Trixie.
Trixie says she's got something that might be able to send Kid up the river, but that you're the only one she trusts to check it out.
Me? What is she? Oh, I know what she's done. Clever.
Care to let us in on the secret?
Sorry, guys, but if Trixie's keeping it a secret, then so am I.
That's all well and good, Mr. McFly, but if you and Trixie are going to collaborate on this evidence, we'll need to arrange a rendezvous.
Well, Trixie's chained to Kid's speakeasy.
So we'll have to bring Arthur to Trixie.
No way am I getting anywhere near that place again. I don't know how you talked me into this.
Just stay back here in the shadows and don't come out until you see Trixie.
You're sure I'll be safe here?
Perfectly safe. We'd never make you take any unnecessary...
Sagan. Where's Kid?
Don't worry.
Welcome back, sir.
What's it gonna take to get Trixie to squeal on Kid?
Hey, you!
You talking to me?
Yeah, jerk. I saw you making eyes at my Eunice.
Oh, lay off, Ernie. He's kind of cute.
You think you can just waltz in here and make a play for another fella's girl?
Maybe. What are you gonna do about it, chicken?
That's it! You're toast!
Good.
Looks like you need to cool off for a few.
Sorry, lady. I didn't mean to get your boyfriend kicked out of the club.
Oh, water under the bridge. You want to keep his seat warm?
Thanks anyway. Trixie?
Yeah?
Guess who's waiting in the alley to talk with you?
Huddy?
The one and only. It wasn't easy to track him down. I had to...
Cover for me, cue ball. I'm taking a smoke break.
Atta girl.
Hey, you!
Huh?
Yeah, jerk. I saw you making eyes at my Eunice.
Sorry, pal. I don't have time for a fight.
Why, you...
I'll never get to Carnegie Hall at this rate. All right, fella. I think you're done for the night. Hey, where do you think you're going?
Me?
Yeah, you. What do you know about this?
Nothing. Ah!
Trixie?
Breaks over, cue ball.
Whatever you say, babe.
What was that? Hey, Trixie, look over there!
Why?
Didn't you see it?
No.
Ah, never mind.
You should care, you should care what people think of you.
She's right. I can turn my life around.
Sure you can.
You know what? I used to be a good cop. And yeah, I've had a few bad breaks, possibly even a psychotic one that caused me to imagine a disappearing space car. But I'm a good man.
Yeah.
And all I need to do to win Betty back is be the same good man I always was. And let the chips fall where they may.
All right. So, now what?
Now I wait. Wait for the moment to take down Kid Tannen, restore my good name, and win back the heart of Betty Lipinski.
Hold that thought. I bet that moment is just around the corner. Sorry, lady. I didn't mean to get your boyfriend kicked out of the club.
Oh, water under the bridge. You want to keep his seat warm?
Thanks anyway. Trixie?
Yeah?
What happened in the alley with Arthur?
I don't want to talk about it.
Do you know Sister Christian?
I don't do religious tunes.
Hey, your songs seem to have a big effect on Officer Parker over there.
I am humbled and gratified that my musical gifts have fallen upon such receptive ears. Thanks.
Artie?
You missed a hell of a party, buddy.
Kid, well, what happened?
Oh, you're gonna love this. So, I'm hanging out in the club when all of a sudden I get an urge to drain the lizard, right? I come out into the alley, and who do I see? None other than that scrawny, subpoena-answering rat, Artie McFly. And get this! The little worm's whispering away all conquistadorial-like with my Trixie!
Oh, no.
Naturally, I pull out Kid Jr. and prepare to put a couple bullets in McFly's head, which causes Artie's nose to start bleeding because he's a big wuss. And then...
What?
Trixie literally gets down on her knees and begs me to let him live.
Huh?
Seriously, down on her knees crying and begging for McFly's life.
So, what did you do?
What could I do? I fired 2 shots in the air and told Artie to take a hike.
Huh, that was merciful.
Hey, I got plenty of mercy. Besides, now Trixie owes me big time. And Kid Tannen always collects on his debts. Always.
Welcome back, sir. Boss?
Do you mind? I'm trying to have a good time here.
I think you'll want to see this.
Are you crazy? Bringing a stick of dynamite into my club?
That's just it, boss. It's all over the place. I think our speakeasy arsonist is getting ready to strike again.
What's it gonna take to get Trixie to squeal on Kid? Hey, bartender.
What'll it be?
What are you drawing?
Another celebrity caricature.
You drew those?
Prohibition ain't gonna last forever, Bob. I gotta have a skill I can fall back on when all this goes away.
Think you could do a caricature of me?
Sure. Presto!
That really doesn't look like me.
I didn't have much to work with.
So about this, portrait gallery of yours.
What about it?
what's it all about? Who are those guys?
The caricatures hanging along the Wall of Honor commemorate those who are no longer with us on account of having ticked off one Irving Kid Tannen.
They're the guys the kids killed?
Well, of course not. They're just a bunch of guys that Kid didn't particularly like, and that at a later date turned up dead. It's what do you call it? A circumstantial coincidence. Yeah.
Thanks for the talk.
Next time, order a drink. This ain't no library, you know.
Nah. You think you could draw a picture of this guy?
Sure. Hey, that looks like that Artie McFly think.
I never noticed that before. Hey, can you give him a hat like Artie wears?
Voila!
Nice job.
Now, go tell them chumps at the New Yorker.
Sorry about this, Dad. Trixie?
Yeah?
I talked to Kid.
Oh?
He told me about Artie.
Oh.
It was awesome of you to plead for his life.
And it was awesome of Kid to spare it. So you see why I gotta get rid of all the dirt I got on Kid. As long as he's loyal to me, I gotta stay loyal to him.
Okay, so Kid spared Artie's life, but that doesn't make him a saint.
Believe me, no one knows that better than me. But if Kid can let Artie off the hook, I guess I can let him off the hook. Know what I mean?
About Artie McFly.
What about him? Have you heard from him? Is he okay?
I think something bad might have happened to him.
What? You mean Kid went back on his promise?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh no! Oh, poor Artie! Poor sweet little Artie!
I know.
That rattlesnake kid! He can't get away with this!
You gonna turn over the evidence you got against him?
Am I ever? Just watch me! Wait a minute. What evidence do you have that Kid bumped Artie off?
It's just a hunch.
Keep your hunches for the racetrack. It ain't nice to get a girl all worked up over unsubstantiated rumors.
I don't know how to tell you this, but I think you should check out the Wall of Fame.
Why? What is it? Artie! I don't believe it! We had a deal! Artie was supposed to be safe!
I don't know what to say.
Well, I do. Felony tax evasion.
What?
Before he died, Artie was teaching me about all sorts of stuff. Literature, history, accounting. And I made a big discovery while I was copying all of Kid's books. This establishment ain't entirely on the up and up.
Really?
Oh, I knew about all the gangster stuff. That kind of thing you expect from tough guys like Kid. But when I found out he ain't been paying taxes on his speakeasy profits, well, cheating Uncle Sam is one step over the line. Once I turn this over to the police, they'll throw the book at him. This book! Hey, copper! What happened to my louse of an ex-boyfriend?
I don't know.
Rats. I told the chief we need a team of bloodhounds like they got over in Placerville. Yeah, but in the meantime... All right, everyone, party's over. Everyone out of the speakeasy.
Speakeasy? You're mistaken, officer. This is an ice cream parlor.
Nice try, you. Out!
Corleone. Would the Valenti mob be willing to help, defuse this little situation?
Sure, no problem. I'll bring it up in the next company meeting.
Hey, we ain't begging here. Kid just thought JJ might like a piece of the action. Especially now that he's just caught the speakeasy arsonist.
Wait, you mean Doc?
Doc? You ain't with the Valenti gang at all, are you? What do you know about the arsonist?
Come on, you. Off to the station house.
Kid's gonna get you, rat. He's gonna get all of you.
Yeah. Well, that's that. Thanks to Miss Trotter's evidence, the entire Hill Valley police force is out looking for Kid and his goons.
You don't understand. We've got to find him now. He's captured a friend of mine.
Who?
Never mind.
Don't worry. We've got the entire town square sealed off. If Tannen's within a mile of here, we'll find him eventually.
I don't think we have time for eventually. Hoover 28. A chicken in every pot. How's that working out, Herbie? Nice ride. Parker must have confiscated this hooch from the speakeasy. Irving Kid Tannen. Guess he dropped this on his way out. It's empty. Figures. Hey, Einie, get your nose over here. All right. I really don't think Tannen and Doc are with Herbert Hoover, Einie. Okay, I'll check it out. A button. It's empty, so what's the point? All right, Doc, here I come.
Corleone? What are you doing here? Never mind. Come here and help me get rid of this stinking arsonist.
Edna?
I caught her planting dynamite while he was clearing out the soup kitchen. Guess Sagan was innocent after all.
I was researching a story, you ignoramus!
Tell it to St. Peter, sister.
Hey, what's all this?
Parker?
Tannen, you're under arrest.
Get him, Sacramento boy.
I can't do that, kid.
What? Oh, I get it.
Why don't you let go of Miss Strickland and call it a night?
Hey, look over there!
Watch out!
Give it up, Tannen. The alley's blocked off and so are the roads out of town. It's over.
Over? Nothing is over until Kid Tannen says it's over.
Hey, kid!
Eat lead, phony!
Hey, moron!
More on this!
Make it easy on yourself, Tannen.
Tannen's...
Go, Tannen!
Make like a tree and die, rat! copper! Whoa! No one messes with Kid Tannen!
Bowling for Tannins. Hey, kid!
Eat lead, phony!
Come on, kid. You know how this'll end.
I can't get to the car from here. Yo, Tannen!
Make like a tree and die, rat! Are you shooting at me? Are you shooting at me?
Hey, kid!
Eat lead, phony!
Hey, moron!
Moron, this!
Yo, Tannen!
Make like a tree and die, rat! Hey!
Atta girl.
Make it easy on yourself, Tannen.
Tannins never make things easy!
Hey, kid!
Ha! That ain't a real gun!
Oh, right. I forgot. I better just get rid of it then.
Oh, crap.
Hey, he's getting away!
Oh no.
Yes. No. There. Good as new.
Oh, look!
Tannen?
The judge's son! All right, Parker. I want a getaway car and a clear road to Nevada, or the brown kid gets it!
Doc!
Marty.
Doc?
Yes, it's me. I'm talking to you through the radio apparatus my younger self has installed in the rocket car. What's going on up there?
It's not good, Doc. Trixie and Parker did their part, but now Kid's holding you hostage.
Great Scott!
No kidding.
Try to get Kid in the car. Once he's inside, give me a signal, and I'll do the rest.
How am I?
You!
Emmett!
You're the cause of all of this, ain't you? Should have known. What kind of gang... Hey!
Doc, hit it!
What the hell? Woohoo! Sing it!
All right.
That's what you get for messing with Carl Fagan.
Irving Tannen, I'm placing you under arrest for kidnapping, attempted murder, tax evasion, and smelling like a piece of crap.
Tax evasion?
Haven't you heard? The feds are practically drooling over Trixie's books.
Trixie?
That's what you get for killing Artie, you bastard!
What? I didn't...
Trixie?
Artie?
All right, Grandpa.
My poor car.
I believe I owe you an apology, Mr. Brown. Thanks to your ridiculous contraption, Hill Valley's most notorious criminal is finally headed to prison.
No apologies necessary, Miss Strickland. My rocket car may have accidentally saved the day, but only because it's a completely out-of-control failure. I need a new idea.
If you're willing to listen, I might have a few suggestions.
But first, I think we should take in a movie.
I'm all yours, Mr. Brown.
I think you'll like it. It's all about a brilliant scientist with an overabundance of hubris.
Whew. Come on, Einie. Let's go find Doc. Thanks for letting me fly the DeLorean, Doc. This thing's a blast.
Are you absolutely sure that everything's back to normal?
Totally. Kid's going to jail, Emmett's going to see Frankenstein, and there's no such thing as a tan and crime family in 1986. And we remembered Einstein this time, too.
Hill Valley crime rate at all-time low.
Well, except for Grandpa necking with Trixie, I think we're ready to go back to 1986.
Do you feel yourself fading out of existence?
No.
Then as long as your father's still born in 7 years, I say, let your grandfather sow his oats.
Sowing oats? Is that what's going on with you and Edna?
What are you talking about?
Emmett and Edna. They're gonna go see Frankenstein together.
That's odd. Great Scott!
What?
We've got to get back in. Stop the car. This could be disastrous.
Stop! Where'd you go, Doc?
Relax. We've got everything under control.
Doc?
Martin McFly, age 18.